Alright, so I got an article here from Vanity Fair. I got it up on archive. I'll link it in the description box if you want to read it for yourself. BuzzFeed, after gutting its newsroom, asked reporters to produce even more. Meanwhile, the company's stock is struggling, revenues in freefall, and editorial ambitions remain hazy. Become a familiar refrain, yada yada yada. Basically, it's talking about how, according to the Wall Street Journal, BuzzFeed's roughly 100-person newsroom downsized by about 40% in the past year. And they talk about the news editor, Carolina Kloliak, recent request for more content, somewhat ironic if not inevitable. And it goes on and it talks about how they're using some AI stuff and everything, all this stuff. But somebody had posted a bunch of BuzzFeed, like basically headlines to image. I'll link that in the description box as well. But prepare yourself, we're going to get spicy. Here's 17 dicks you'd actually want to put in your mouth. It's me, Mario, and here's my dick. Somebody asked Wendy's, why are you following BuzzFeed? So we could take a quiz that tells us which Transformer is our spirit animal. As you can see, some of these are years old, but it's just to give you kind of an overall idea. If you don't know what BuzzFeed is, I'm sure most people know what BuzzFeed is already. It's a bunch of just bullshit. Now they've gotten a lot more into identity politics over the years, as you'll see some of the stuff coming up. Which Taco Bell menu item speaks to you on a spiritual level? 13 things only guys with an extremely mediocre dick will understand. 29 mind-blowing ways you can eat chips. The fuck? All the items of clothing women have been told not to wear in 2014. Dear men, please stop wearing cargo shorts. We are literally coming to how hot Jimmy Neutron looks as an adult. And, here's just a little thank you note to whoever banned full-body swimsuits. So thirsty I could drink the pool. Ariana Grande spoke out about women being objectified by men. Here's a little over a year later, 11 men's luge bulges that all deserve gold medals. Newsflash, buddy, if you're a guy and you're looking endlessly to find Jennifer Lawrence leaked news, then you are what is wrong with our current society. And here's another one. The baby's news allegedly leaked online, and I just want to thank Santa Claus for coming early this year. Here's Alex Griswold. BuzzFeed literally just republished a listicle from earlier this year with less content and pass it off as new. 24 pictures that men will just never ever understand. 22 pictures that men will just never ever understand. How I got a job at BuzzFeed. And then here's one. This TikTok of a pregnant woman uncontrollably peeing in the middle of a store is a funny reality for moms. That one's not quite the same. It's kind of gross, but whatever. It might be relatable to some. I'm not sure. Here's one. UK women are routinely locked up for lying about rape. Here's a diversity in Deutschland from Anna Duchesne. Someone commented back, diversity in Nigeria. And you can see all the magazines have white, blonde-haired women, which you would expect. All these magazines and stuff have all black people, which you would expect. Black family tries each other's chocolate chip cookies. Why is this not? Family tries each other's chocolate chip cookies. Our black family is not the same as other families. We can load more images. And they keep going. Even though she's busy riding dick bicycles and dealing with wrist icicles, Ariana Grande, the Thomas Edison of our generation. But anyway, whatever. It's fucking ridiculous. Here's the old Try Guys. I think they're still around. I don't know if they're associated with BuzzFeed anymore, but they took a testosterone test. The average testosterone level for an American male is a range from 270 to 1070 NGDL with an average level of 679. What were they? They were all less than half of that. Ugh. Here's a Jeffrey Toobin can't be the only person masturbating on work Zoom calls. Drunk man yelling Donald Trump attempt to remove woman his job on New York City subway. Woman arrested for allegedly making up story of New York subway attack by Trump supporters. Did President Trump really do a white power handshake with Putin? There it is. BuzzFeed sued over its publication of uncorroborated Trump dossier. BuzzFeed admits it got another article wrong after a release of the Mueller report. Beyond BuzzFeed, the 10 worst, most embarrassing U.S. media failures in a Trump-Russia story. It goes on and talks about how BuzzFeed was bullshit, basically. BuzzFeed is infested with bed bugs. Here I am talking about deplatforming 8chan, how it worked when similar moves were taken against ISIS, and why 8chan's audience will probably scatter in the short term, but we shouldn't assume it's just going to magically disappear. Rachel Shina has spent months digging into a deeply troubling harassment campaign within the comics industry. It turns out Gamergate has become an open source playbook that any group of trolls can now use to push their agenda. And it goes on, and I'll link this and stuff. But here's the kicker. BuzzFeed senior reporter Ryan Broderick fired for plagiarism. That was this guy and so on and so forth. But anyway, and it goes on and on. All I want for Christmas is full communism now and stuff. Kill a straight white man on your way to work tomorrow. A straight white middle class man needs to be dethroned. And then here's a whole bunch of verified people. I hate white people. Kill a straight white man. That's the same one. White people, God, I hate them so much. I'm having such a I hate white people week. White people are embarrassing. Straight white men are the worst, to be honest. And it's fucking ridiculous. And it goes on and on. And there's even more. I mean, there's a lot more. A lot more. But, there's Danny O'Dwyer, a couple times with the old N-word there. But it's not the hard R, so it's okay, I suppose. It's like, what the fuck? But anyway, like I said, I'll link this in the description box if you want to keep reading it for yourself. I mean, there's tons of this shit. Everybody knows basically BuzzFeed is just bullshit. It's just crap. But, I could make this video a lot longer. It's already 6.5 minutes, which is longer than I usually make my videos, or try to at least. But yeah, BuzzFeed, you're getting your shit, you're reaping what you sow, basically, or however you want to look at it. They're feeling some consequences of their actions. They're bullshit. BuzzFeed sucks. Get out. Period. Anyway, I'll go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.